Diaguit agus fáilte go radio telefís Éireann Northern Ireland News.
Hello and welcome to BBC Northern Ireland 32 News.
We are delighted to be taking part in this new venture with our very good friends up in Belfast.
We are also very pleased to be taking part in this experiment with our good friends down in Dublin.
We are bringing you a nightly shared news broadcast so the people on the island of Ireland can have a news outlet they can trust.
Thanks to Brexit, we have this new exciting development in world news broadcasting.
Everyone in RTÉ would like to thank the European Union for including this groundbreaking initiative in the final Brexit bill. We hope this experiment in broadcast news can become a template for divided societies across Europe and around the world.
Northern Ireland has led the world in conflict resolution, and again we find ourselves in the vanguard of peace and reconciliation. What have you got for us tonight, Margaret?
Well, tonight we begin the programme, Seaínín, by taking a look at the citizens' forums and how they can work in tandem with governments.
A citizens' assembly was established in the Republic of Ireland in 2019.
99 citizens were randomly selected by an independent polling company. The 99 were broadly representative of the citizens of the Republic. An expert advisory group was put in place to assist the assembly.
A public call for submissions to be discussed brought 245 responses.
And the establishment of the Citizens' Assembly on Gender Equality was approved by Dáil Éireann. Here's our report.
3 minutes. These seem like a great idea. Has it worked?
Oh, it's early days yet, but so far so good. And it's a bit like jury service. You know, it's a good thing in general, but you don't want to be the one who's selected to serve.
I think I'd like to do it.
Well, in theory, I'd like to do it too, but it's the time commitment.
Imagine you got selected for that and jury duty.
Oh, you'd get an audience with Michael D and a spot on the Late Late.
Oh, that was good crack last night. Are you still debating our book club final choice?
No, I just found it hard agreeing with myself on the first one. It'll get the most publicity. I mean, I'm delighted and amazed we agreed on the whole year's title.
In Vino Veritas.
It would have been lovely to have done it face to face.
Well, that's something we can look forward to next year.
Well, I'll host you in Dublin for that.
It's a date.
Do you think there's anything we're missing on the list?
Of course there is. We went through this last night. It's not a definitive list or a top 12.
I know, I'm just excited.
Do you use a Kindle ever?
Well, I do when I'm on holiday abroad, but rarely at home. I like the physical contact of the pages.
Or when you get an American book and the paper feels all different.
Very exotic.
I covered the Edinburgh Book Festival a couple of years ago. God, I just wanted to stay there forever.
Now, I always thought that would be too busy with the main festival on at the same time.
That only adds to it. When you go into the site of the book festival, you enter a whole different world from all the madness outside. You're protected by all the books.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
How long have we got?
Oh, 1 minute.
I like this next piece on staycations, but I hate the word.
Did you go anywhere last year?
Yeah, I had a week in Sligo. It was beautiful, but I miss the pubs. I miss the spontaneity you have on normal holidays.
I was down in West Cork.
Very D4.
My husband is from there. So we managed to see a lot of family that we hadn't seen all year, and that made it. Have you anywhere booked this year?
No, not yet. I'm waiting to hear what the restrictions will be. It's tricky because if you leave it too late, there'll be really slim pickings.
Well, we'll head back down to Skibbereen if the restrictions are lifted.
Yeah, well, here's hoping.
And we are back in 5, 4, 3, 2.
What a fascinating report on the citizens' assemblies.
There's some really vital work going on there.
Now, love it or loathe it, the word staycation looks like it's with us for another year at least.
As most of us are likely to be holidaying in Ireland again this year, our next report looks at some of the more unusual options available. 3 minutes.
I didn't realise there were so many yurts in Ireland.
We must be rivaling Mongolia by now.
Yurts with hot tubs, dog-friendly yurts, magic yurts, traditional yurts. Did I miss the yurt meeting?
Oh, Well, they're not too bad for a night or two.
Where did you stay in one?
The electric picnic. Well, it's the only way to do it. The yurt is completely dry and it has a king-size bed, access to power and a radiator.
What about the toilets?
Well, the advice I was given was don't look down, don't sit down, just close your eyes and go.
I don't think electric picnic is going on my lockdown bucket list.
It's not that bad, honestly.
Are you all set for Saturday's editorial meeting?
Yeah, completely. I'm just waiting on a few confirmations, but everything else is booked.
I was worried that they were going to put the editorial block on us, like they did with the centenary piece.
Oh no, this is too important. We are two female presenters. They cannot ignore us on this subject.
Still, I was surprised they let us dedicate a whole programme to it.
Well, if they can let us dedicate a whole programme to the arts, they cannot turn around and tell us we can't do a whole programme on violence against women.
Did you see them saying they were going to put undercover police in nightclubs to protect women?
Staggering.
I remember when I went to university, we got a welcome pack, and one of the items in it was a rape alarm. Nobody thought this was remarkable. I mean, I was glad of the rape alarm, but shocked and sad that this was normal at university. I was the first in my family to go to university, and I had this real idealized vision of what it was going to be like.
You didn't think a rapist could have done well in their leaving cert? I'm sorry, that was unfair. I'm just so angry and tired of it all. Sarah Everard's murder brought back so much to the surface for me, and it's so fucking heartbreaking and it's so fucking unsurprising.
No need to apologise. Let's do what we can do.
Indeed. What's our last item before the book announcement again?
It's about the increase in dog thefts during lockdown.
Let's do what we can do. Oh, hang on a minute. A message from the powers that be. Very sorry, but the show has been cancelled. We'll speak after.
I got the exact same message.
They can't do this. I'll go public.
So will I. This is censorship of the most important story we've ever done. 20 seconds, Margaret.
Hang on. I mean, I'm just messaging back.
15.
Fucking autocorrect.
10.
Nearly there.
And we are back in 5, 4, 3, 2.
I don't know about you, Seaínín, but those yurts look like great fun.
They are certainly different, Margaret.
Our final article before we announce the first selection in our One Book, One Island book club is a disturbing report on the increase of dog thefts during lockdown.
2 minutes. What did you message?
I said I'd go public if they cancelled Monday's show.
Has he replied? What is it? What is it?
They're not cancelling Monday's programme.
Oh my God, what a relief. Well done you.
They're cancelling the whole series.
What? They can't? Well, I'll try and find out what's going on.
RTÉ are saying that the BBC pulled out because of legal action by the EU against the UK government.
The BBC are saying RTÉ pulled out because the UK breached the good faith provisions in the withdrawal agreement.
This is ridiculous.
The BBC are saying there is nothing they can do. The order came from the top.
I'm getting the same story from RTÉ.
Are we going to say anything on air?
Well, we have to report the news.
And what about the book club? Do we announce the book?
I think we should announce all of them.
Great idea. A book a month for a year.
It's been a real pleasure doing this show with you, Seaínín.
And with you, Margaret. God, I really hope we can work together again soon.
I'd really like that. Next time you're down in Dublin, you be sure to give me a call.
I will. And I hope you know, Margaret, you're more than welcome in Belfast anytime.
Thank you.
Ready?
Ready. And we are back in 5, 4, 3, 2.
I think we'll all keep an extra eye on our pets after watching that.
We've just received some breaking news. It is with great sadness that I have to inform you that tonight's show will be our last.
The BBC are reporting that RTÉ have withdrawn their support for this new joint news broadcast because the UK have breached the good faith provision in the withdrawal agreement.
And RTÉ are reporting that the BBC have withdrawn their support for this joint news broadcast because of the legal action taken by the EU.
Whoever is telling the truth, the fact remains that this is our last broadcast. So we'd like to take this opportunity to thank all the staff and crew at BBC NI 32 and RTÉ Northern Ireland News for all their hard work and professionalism.
We had intended to reveal the first book for our One Island, One Book Club, but that now seems futile.
So instead, we're giving you the 12 books to keep the book club going for the next year, one book per month.
Remember to order from your local bookseller.
Will I go first, Margaret?
Please, Seaínín.
Sweet Home by Wendy Erskine.
Actress by Anne Enright.
The Fire Starters by Jan Carson.
Shadow Play by Joseph O'Connor.
Grace Notes by Bernard McFetridge.
Girl, Woman, Other by Bernadine Evaristo.
The Sunken Road by Kieran McMenamin.
Night Boat to Tangiers by Kevin Barry.
The Water Dancer by Ta-Nehisi Coates.
One by One in the Darkness by Deirdre Madden.
The Truth Commissioner by David Parks.
And finally, Foster by Claire Keegan.
We hope these keep you going over the next year and you set up your own book clubs on Zoom.
So that's time up for our experiment in broadcast news.
We'd like to thank you for joining us.
And we wish you good health going forward.
So that is very much good night from Belfast.
Agus Ihawa from Dublin. Ihawa.